the stock market, meaning companies' new highs.
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. Nuts! They're nuts! They know nothing!
An online network called Internet.
Well, it's very hip to be on the Internet right now.
Welcome, my degenerates. The rest of your life starts right now on Market Mania. The no bullshit approach to all financial markets, including political betting, Bitcoin, and the largest casino in the world, the US stock market. Fucking Nikola's running today. Tesla's over 500. NVDA's got earnings. Too evil for Soros? Betfair crosses $1 billion. All today on Market Mania. Brett, what the hell is happening with Nikola?
Man, this is your neck of the woods, Mycon. You have been all over this Nikola story since the start. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
Straight bullshit. There was an article. I know this is Seeking Alpha, which we don't really approve as a source, but it just has the link. Something happened on the General Motors website. Link saying that they bought stuff from Nikola. It just included those words. Market went batshit, plus 20% on this thing. Matt, is this real?
I don't think so. I think this company, they don't have any proprietary technology. I don't see how they're valued at whatever 12 billion, whatever it is now, some ridiculous amount. And I'm just wondering how this stock keeps levitating. I see it's going down to the low teens anytime soon. So it's high 20s now. I'm looking to short it.
I looked at the General Motors. I looked at that website. It just says it mentions Nikola a couple of times, which seems to be an error before the deal's done. But both sides say no deal. Say it's talks ongoing.
Yeah, they're in a hot industry. Like the hottest sector right now is EV cars and hydrogen, all this stuff. So they're getting carried up by their industry, and any kind of rumors kind of make these stocks fly. But I don't think there's any substance behind this one. So I think Nikola's just your one that you want to be short.
Brett.
Nikola also, their lockup is about to expire end of November, I believe. At least some stock is going to get unlocked by insiders. So they're for sure going to be looked to do anything they can to pump the stock price. I would stay far away from Nikola other than a short.
Now to a real EV car play, Tesla. It's over $500 now. Matt Glantz, I know you can't be happy about it.
It got up to 508 this morning. It's down to 499, so it's right below 500. But we talked about 2 days ago on the show when the news came out they were added to the S&P. We didn't think there would be any catalyst left. The stock was 450 then. 2 days later, we're up 500, so we're up another 10%. I just don't see it. But maybe we have a month until it officially gets added to the S&P. But I think there's going to be some selling pressure as soon as that's over with. What do you guys think?
Yeah, makes sense to me. I definitely didn't see this move coming, but one thing with Tesla is there's been a ton of wild moves that you haven't necessarily seen coming, or you can't even really pinpoint a specific reason as to why throughout its history. So I'm just sticking with my tried and true, very thoroughly researched philosophy that like the true price is $4.20. It's 69 cents if you really want to go that exact. And I'm just going to watch it from that vantage point.
$472 billion company, according to Robinhood right now. I don't know, Matt. Valuation seems batshit to me still, even though I'm a long-term believer.
Yeah, I mean, the valuation's crazy, but you go to your next topic because you have NVDA there, and NVIDIA is pretty much the opposite. They have real earnings, real valuation. It's easy to kind of judge them versus Tesla. Tesla's you're just hoping they're going to crush the market, get 80% of the EV market in the future, where NVIDIA has been crushing it for a while. So
Brett,
NVIDIA
I know you've been doing research into this.
Yeah,
Brett, you got this NVIDIA. What do you think's happening here? Look at this, straight up.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really impressive company, and what's really impressive is they are crushing multiple sectors in multiple geographical locations, multiple markets. Right? They're not really beholden on just one area. And so it's a really resilient company. Having said all that, I do believe that this company is overvalued in the sense that the price is still quite high for its stock. However, as we saw with Nikola, there's a ton of just straight up bullshit that's overvalued. So a really strong company that is, in my opinion, quite safe because it's so diverse, being overvalued, in my opinion, doesn't really mean a whole lot. And we've seen, again, a ton of these companies can still go on huge runs, even from lofty valuations.
You got AI. They're all using NVIDIA. It's not just Fortnite gamers anymore. These chips are going everywhere. GPUs are in everything. They're in cars now for the Elon Musks, whatever the hell those Teslas do to figure out if it's a person or just a box. I mean, Matt, are you firing here at 300+ billion for NVIDIA?
Yeah, I mean, I like NVIDIA. So NVIDIA has a steady earnings stream. They're a proven quantity, proven product. They're in the self-driving kind of chip maker spot, which is the future. They're obviously killing it in games and all the gaming systems. Their only competition is AMD, and NVIDIA's already crushed Intel. So I like NVIDIA. I think it's relatively cheap compared to all the other kind of growth technology stocks.
Too evil for Soros. George Soros today said that he doesn't like this whole Palantir thing. Tony, the producer, I know you have had your eye on this one.
Well, this is fascinating. George Soros is at the middle of everyone's conspiracy theories, or if you're on the right or if you're on the left, he's a major philanthropist that helps get all the right people elected to all the right positions. So he's a very controversial figure, and he was an early investor in this company, Palantir, that Peter Thiel put together. And what Palantir is, essentially, is an AI surveillance god. That's what it is. It's too much power for any one person to hold. And even George Soros is seeing that it's too much power. It speaks well to his character that he regrets investing in it. But I mean, come on. I knew this was going to be the case the minute I heard about Palantir. What was he thinking? Of course this was going to be it. And funnily enough, the Palantir is named after this red orb that the evil wizards from Lord of the Rings used to spy on the world. So it's perfect. Brett, I mean, is the world going insane, and is it going to be run by these supervillains? I happen to think so.
I mean, I think so, yes, but we're on the show here to recommend stocks to make some money. And I will say this, selling to the government, especially selling surveillance equipment to the government, is a lucrative business. I think Palantir is a good company, right? If you have these government contracts, which they do, you have these connections, which they do, both sides, powerful Silicon Valley connections, powerful government contacts. It's just in a really good spot. So I think this is still a strong buy here over in the mid 18s. Regardless of whatever one's moral principles might be in a straight up vacuum, is this a good stock? I think it is.
Well,
Pure
you're right. You will
evil.
make money buying it. Sorry, Macon, what were you saying?
Pure evil, Tony. Couldn't look at that ticker in the portfolio, wouldn't be able to stomach it. I don't know about you.
If I had an evil ETF, it'd be Palantir, BlackRock, and that's it. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. You have a good show.
Thank you very much, Tony, the producer, always with his finger on the macro pulse. Betfair crosses $1 billion in action on the Trump market. Brett, I know you're staring at this market. I still see some 15-1, 20-1, 10-1, depending on where you go. What's happening here?
Last night it was crazy. The market was at about 20-1 with several million on either side. It's moved to Biden's direction a bit, so you can take 20-1 on Trump or lay 25-1 on Biden. Again, there's multiple millions on each side available in liquidity, but we've already kind of covered the price and how Trump's odds are a big long shot here. What I think is a little more interesting is looking at this through the lens of this recent Bitcoin pump. There's billions bet. This is just one market with over $1 billion in it. All the offshores, all the crypto sites, a lot of this money on the election has been bet through Bitcoin, which could at least explain some tiny part of this recent Bitcoin rise. The reverse of that is whenever this gets graded, there's going to be billions of dollars immediately unlocked for bettors, at least some of which are going to look to cash out in Bitcoin, and at least some of them are going to look to convert that Bitcoin back to USD. So I do think the election getting graded may be a little bit bearish for Bitcoin in the short term. Matt, you're Mr. Election betting over there. What do you see?
Yeah, Brett, we talked about this morning, and if you look at the correlation between the pickup in election betting as the election got close and sort of after as the election got crazy with the online betting sites, Bitcoin's price has correlated with it and rose. So it's just a theory of ours, but it's possible that when these things get graded, whether they get graded in the middle of December or they have to wait to January, that'll be a catalyst for Bitcoin to kind of sell off because people will be taking their Bitcoin off sites and be able to convert it to dollars or whatever their currency is. So just a working theory right now. And we'll have to, only time will tell to see if it's true.
Drop in the bucket, boys. You got your little gambling blinders on. Just a tiny little fraction of that Bitcoin is being bet on these election markets. I doubt that moves the needle. And I think we're going to blow through all-time highs if I had to make a short-term price prediction on Bitcoin. Gun to head. All right.
We'll see.
We shall see. And Bitcoin over 18,000 or so right now. That is going to bring us to one of the fan favorite parts of this show, where you have to put the safety glasses on. You go ahead and make sure that everybody knows this is not investment advice. You need to do your own research for the Market Mania pick of the day. Matt Glantz, not investment advice. What is your pick of the day?
Fastly, it's 81.85 right now. I like it on the long side. If you remember that stock, I got crushed on that stock. I had it like 140, and they had a warning come out because TikTok was going to get banned from the U.S. and Fastly's their number one customer. 15% of the revenue is from TikTok. But I think Trump kind of dropped the ball on that, and now it looks like TikTok's home and free. So I like Fastly here, 81.85.
Brett Ritchie, your pick of the day.
I'm going to short Facebook here. There's now talk that the antitrust actions are going to be back on. I know Congress, they essentially aren't principled people to me. They want scalps. There's no bigger scalp really than Facebook, which is pretty unpopular right now. I think that was a big concern with a Biden win, and this could even happen before that, is that these antitrust lawsuits come in and sort of look to break up Facebook. I think that's fine in the long term. I think the net value of these assets with Facebook is still going to be way higher than the current total market cap. But in the near term, as like a short-term short, essentially through the new year, I like shorting Facebook at 272.
All right. And I got to go back to the well one more time. I see Nikola pumping 20%, 30% or so. I can't deal with it. I'm going Nikola short right here, 25.74. It's down actually a little bit since earlier today. Had up $1 and change. Now only up 25 cents. Nothing there. GM, this deal was supposed to be done the end of September. Crickets until November. Some weird internet post made it pump. I mean, I don't know. There's no guarantees here. Obviously, it might fly if they get a GM deal done, but company seems like a scam. You know, Trevor's out. I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's much there in terms of a company. I'm short right here. Okay. That is going to do it for one more episode of Market Mania. We appreciate everybody watching us. Please like on this YouTube, subscribe to Market Mania Show on the Twitter. And while you're running around out there in the crazy world, I like to think of some of the modern day poets to give me a little bit of comfort while I go about my day. And this one is from Drake, from the Headlines track. Big banger. Goes something like this. You know, they ain't even got it like that. You gotta hype me up and make me catch a body like that. Because I live for this. It isn't just a hobby like that. When they get my shit and play it, I ain't even gotta say it. They know. Like and subscribe. Smash that button down below. Follow us on the YouTube, Market Mania Show. We'll see you tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow. But for now, it's lights out.
Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have. I never sleep. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Come on.
Time to right the wrong. So your hands in the air if you like the song. If you're going over there, take it twice as long. Last time ain't talking about Tylenol. Oh, I bet you'd like to know. You can come around the way if you're trying to go. If you want to switch lanes for a pot of gold or a domino, out of control. The usual. Get mad cause I'm looking at your girl.
Switch it up.
I do it so much louder than everything you've heard. Everybody heard, got the word that the world wasn't turning. Act like you're in a jury. However, turn it where I would turn it. Can't lie like it's Mississippi burning. Don't act like you're in a daze. I imagine should've looked the other way. Couldn't clear space on my mind. Was afraid of the time. Strobe light, like in the moonlight. I'm in the mood right now. How about tonight? My interview's tight now. I was surviving.